Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the EVES auction room here for our 1 o'clock session this afternoon. But if you miss out on these three properties that we're going to do at 1 o'clock, you can pop back any time this afternoon. We're going to be still here at 4:30. We've got over 20 properties to offer to the market here today. My name's Grant Child. My role is to simply facilitate proceedings here today and give everybody equal opportunity to purchase these properties. And to our sellers, thank you so much for entrusting us in the marketing of your property. We wish you the best in your endeavours as well. And of course, all the best to our buyers. Nice to see you back again as well. We've got looking after all the technology in the auction room at the moment. Because we've got some long days coming up between now and Christmas, we've got Jen leading the ropes as well, so that we can give the girls a bit of a break, because it's a long day when we're here all afternoon for the girls. We've also got Trevor, Craig, Jill and Gordon are on hand here today. They here advise if your bids don't take me to the owner's reserve price, I'll simply pause the auction. We don't like holding people up. I'll press on to the next property, and one of the team will step in and help you continue negotiations at that point in time to see if we can give that opportunity to work with our sellers to see if we can help you purchase the property. So let's go to our documentation now. The buyers and sellers guide. It's been out there in the marketplace now for over 10 years. There's copies in the stand outside of the auction room. You've probably got more in your glove box than we've got in storage, because we are obliged and legally required to hand them out to you as well. So you've all seen that document over the years. So let's go straight to the contract of sale that we worked in today. Circulated in draft form. Finalised copies also available in the stand outside of the auction room. But if there's been any amendments to the drafts that have been circulated, I'll alert you to those as we work our way through the properties in our 1 o'clock session. By way of any bidding today, folks, I'm going to assume that you've read, understood and accept that contract, but I'm just going to revisit this front portion here on the front page. We've superimposed that in blue for you. That comes off the conduct of today's auction. So obviously, properties are subject to a reserve price thereto. The highest bidder, you have declared the purchaser upon the fall of the hammer, and if the hammer does fall in your favour, folks, prior to you commencing all your celebrations, we just ask that you complete the documentation, sign the contract, and of course pay your deposit equaling 10% of the purchase price. So any disputed bidding, as the auctioneer, I'm authorised to either arbitrate that dispute, or I can revert to the last undisputed bid. So however that happens, but I don't anticipate any disputed bidding here this afternoon. You will look like a wonderful bunch of people and sensible in your endeavours here today. Telephone bidding, they are authorised on respective properties, folks. I've cited all the documentation that's been approved by the buyers and by the sellers. So telephone bidders, they bid on that same cash, unconditional basis as you do here in the auction room. And of course, I remind you that any bidding at auction is you are deemed to have accepted the vendor's title without any rights of requisition as well. Vendor bidding, yes, I am authorised. I'm the only one that's authorised to submit bids on behalf of our vendors. I will only do that, folks, if I'm too far away from the owner's reserve price. It's just a technique to work with you to get you to that negotiating platform. Vendor bids will be fully disclosed to you, but never ever used anywhere near the vendor's reserve price, always well south of the owner's expectations, but we'll use those to get you to that negotiating platform to give you the opportunity to continue discussions. So essentially what a vendor bid is if I'm holding a bid at any level, the vendors are saying thanks but no thanks. If you wish to purchase our property, you will need to be above that, but I'm really not interested in talking to you at that level. So take that with the greatest of respect. So take the opportunity now to answer any questions for you folks, and whilst you might be thinking about one, also take the opportunity of welcoming our viewers watching via the live stream. Our auctions go out over the World Wide Web. Don't worry about the camera, folks. It's up on the ceiling. It's only on me and the screen. So brings a lot of clarity to our auctions. So welcome to those viewers, and happy to answer any questions. No questions? Okay, just before we go to our first property for the afternoon, I'll just remind you of the property at 34B Ranch Road, marketed by Danielle Hayes out of our Mount Maunganui office. That property was scheduled to be number 3 in our 1 o'clock session here today. Vendors have had a change of mind. They have withdrawn that property from sale. So if you're looking for that type of property, then contact Danielle over at the Mount office and she'll help you find something else. But the vendors have elected to remain as the owners of the property and stay there. So come on in, folks, if you're here for this one. Yep. 36. Really appreciate working with us still on the social distancing, folks, and maintaining your masks on as well. We appreciate you working with us under these testing times. 81 Bethlehem Heights is the first property up for you today, folks. A little bit different, this property, as the auction has been brought forward. The owners are in contract. and that contract, I'll disclose the level of that contract. That's where the owners have set their reserve price. There will be no vendor bidding on this one, folks. No vendor bidding on 81 Bethlehem Heights. Auction has been brought forward and it will be sold here to the highest bidder. When the girls put the figure up on the screen, it will come up in the opening bid section. It is not a bid at that junction, folks. I'll then invite any bids over that level to give you all opportunity to purchase the property. Obviously, Barbara Sternberg, Ross Brown, been marketing this property out of our Bethlehem office. It's single level, it's spacious, and certainly a solid home indeed. And that simply makes this a superb Bethlehem home, a real sizzler. And I think you said that right at the outset of your marketing campaign team, that this one was going to be a real sizzler. In fact, we didn't even make it to auction day. The auction has been brought forward. So, legal aspects of the property, folks, covering off a freehold estate, 701 square metres of land, more or less, all described in record of say 61B, folio 453. Now, the rangewood was in the original channels. It does stay that the rangewood is as is. So no vendor warranties as far as the rangewood, and simply the dishwasher and the security system, they also stay that they are as is as well. So no vendor warranties on those three items, being the rangewood, the security system and the dishwasher. Pop parts are all excluded from the sale. Yeah, probably a little bit like my wife, she's very attached to the pop parts. All those will be going with the current owners, so they won't be there on settlement day. That's set for the 17th of December 2021, so can't think of a better place for you to get in and get unpacked and all settled in for Christmas. So back to the property itself there, folks. A generous kitchen, strategically located with a good flow to that private backyard, as you see there on the screen, just absolutely superb indeed. It's integrated with the sunny second living area, so certainly a perfect property, perfectly set up for families and those that enjoy entertaining as well. It's light and bright, it brings a real flavour to your day there, folks. A super-sized living room and pretty much the perfect spot for your Christmas tree all to go up, unless you've already got yours up now, but a great spot on the 17th of December to put your Christmas tree up in the lounge there. Not for the current owners, it has been much loved by our owners for 23 years, so it's time to depart from 81 Bethlehem Heights on that settlement day, folks. The owner is in contract. Contract has been signed at $1,210,000. And we take a $10,000 rise on top. $1,220,000. It is over here on the right hand side. We're underway. We sell to the highest bidder of 30. We go to 1, 2, 3 over 140. Do we say 1, 2, 4 now? $1,240,000. Evening the off 1, 250 it is now. At 250 and 60 we go. Making it 70, shall we, sir? At $260,000, of course, it's in front of the million now. At 260 it sells to the highest bidder here now. 70 do we say there, sir? Had to take a 5 if it'll help you. Otherwise I sell down here at $1,260,000. 10, 70 we go over here, and then you record at 80 now. 90 at the back of the room there now. 1290 at the back of the room here on the left hand side. 1,293 we go. 1.3 it is on the right hand side now. 1.3. Another 10 do we say with your buyer on the phone there, David? At 1.3 it is. Selling away over here. 10 it is now. At 10 on the back wall now. 1310 triple overs are at 20 do we say for you there, sir? Selling away at $1,310,000 up. 15 here. 15 phone bidder joins us here with Barbara over here. 1315. Treat you the same there, sir. We've got another 5. What about you up the back there, man? At 1315. Selling away now. The hammers up. 20. I got it at the back of the room first at 20, 25, shall we say? 1320 seated at the back row there now. $1,320,000 and 25, is it? 25 we go. At 1325. 13 and a quarter of the money here for 81 Bethlehem Heights here. Selling away now. 325. 133. Pardon? 133. 1.33. 133 it is. Another 5 can we say for you there, man? To get in ahead of the phone bidder now. Otherwise it goes. 1,335. 35 here. 1335. On the right hand side of that phone bidder with Barbara now. Against your buyer there, David. Against you at the back of the room there, man. 1335 the money selling away here. Welcome you back into the stage, sir. You're just having a bit of a bidding sabbatical over there. And 1,305. 1340, 1,340 it is. Do we say 45 here in the back, big tank 40 now? Pardon? 42. Down to the 2s now. 1342. Should we go straight 1345 there with your buyer, David? Otherwise, I sell right here at $1,342,000 even.
345.
45. Beautiful. Loving your work. 1345 it is. Another 2, do we say there, Barbara? 7. 1347. 1350 would be the strategic move.
You want to take the 1350, Pete?
First call now, $1,347,000, selling away to the highest bidder here today.
Go another one.
Second call now, 1347.
48.
48. Down to the singles. 50. Beautiful. Took the words right out of my mouth. 1350. We're going to take another single now. 350 is an even number. Tip it on its side, see what happens. Otherwise it goes at $1,350,000. Are we in or out? And we got your absolute best over here on the right hand side. 51. 55.
We're holding it.
1351 it is.
55.
55. Good work.
So now it's at 1355, Peter.
1355 the money. There's more than one person wants to own the property. It tells you it's a great property and great for resale. Worst part about my job as an auctioneer is I can only sell to one of you. At 1355 triple it goes. 1360. 1,360,000. Good strategic play for the keys indeed. Fighting fire with fire over here with your bid there, Barbara.
So we're holding it at
$1,360,000. 63. Mixing it all up.
So now it's
65.
3. I'm going to take it to 365.
Or 70. I don't mind. Just a suggestion. 5, 65, 70,
67.
67. I knew there was a 7 in there somewhere. 1367.
370.
Yep. Would be a very good strategic move. 1367. Barbara's phone bidder in the lead at this point in time. No prizes for second. Who gets the chocolates today?
70.
70. 70 it is. Could be their final play for the keys. You're the only one who can test it.
73.
73.
So 73 people.
1373. Owns the property here today. Any more up the back left hand corner there, man? 1373 the money. In or out over here, folks? 5. 75. Assuming that. Assuming it was 75 on 5 on top. Yeah, 75. Thank you.
77.
77. 1377 triple O. 80.
Okay.
1377. Are they absolutely 100% sure? That's one more final runs for the keys at 380. Otherwise it goes. Quickly now, need a decision. Selling away to Barbara's buy on the phone, 1377 triple O. First call now for the 81 Bethlehem Heights at 80. 1380. 85.
82.
82. 1382. Opportunity is now. 1382 triple O. Need a decision, David. Selling away now at $1,382,000 for the one of a better bid.
85.
85. Beautiful. I mean, you're working there, folks. You're doing well. Don't leave us now. 1385. Can't see the phone bidders, and I know they'll be lovely people, but I can't see them all living there together. I can only sell the one of you. $1,385,000. In front over here.
87.
87. 1.4 would be a very, very good move there, David. Just a suggestion, no? Because at 1387, they're not in the lead. Need a decision, David. Need to be fair to Barbara's buyer on the phone, as I have been with yours. First call now, $1,387,000. Have we got their absolute 100% best? Second call now, they can change their mind any time before the hammer hits the podium.
One last shot.
One final shot at 138 and 1390, did we say?
88.
88. We can take the signals all day long. 90 would be the 90. 90 it is. 1390.
Yep. Okay.
Having a little bit of discussion, a little bit of a comedy show going over here with lots of laughter, that's good. At $1,390,000 has done its time, it goes.
You happy to let it go?
First call now, $1,390,000. Second time, third, last opportunity, quickly, it goes, it goes.
Yeah.
Sold for Congratulations to ourselves. Right, moving straight on to 13C Grace Road, folks. Of course, we're all being a marketing consultant from our Cherrywood office. Certainly a highly desirable avenues location and some absolutely fantastic harbour views from this property. I would suggest that this would be a property that, Chris, that people, if they buy it, move into this, they will be the envy of their friends once they come and visit it for the first time. It is a freehold estate, folks, 693 square metres of land, more or less is what's on offer. All described in regular title, so 59A folio 813, 14th of January 2022 is the settlement date for this one, so you're going to have to wait until after Christmas, but certainly treat the property as a great Christmas present indeed. Any other changes to the channels list or anything, Chris? All is circulated there, so back to the property itself, you've got that large covered outdoor room with the gas fire as well, so it's just absolutely outstanding. You can see it there on the right there in the centre of the screen there. What a great place to spend. Absolutely perfect for entertaining and sitting back and enjoying the views as well. You've got that private outdoor living on the other side of the house. You've got the in-ground pool to enjoy on those hot summer days to come. You've got the gorgeous gardens and of course very private indeed as well there, Chris. So if privacy is on your bucket list, then this one will certainly tick that box with ease. You've got the central location, nice and handy to the St Mary's School as well. Easy wander down to the water's edge there, and just an absolute prime location, Grace Road. A very popular property, popular location indeed. In your hands, buyers looking for cash interest here today. Where would you like to start your way for number 13C Grace Road? I know Chris has been working with a number of buyers on the property, but I'm here just to give you the cash interest, a first opportunity. First of all, we'll start and wait. Second time. Third, last chance for cash interest. Need to disclose it now, folks. Obviously no cash today, Chris. I'm going to close the auction and hand it back to you. Property's still available for sale. If you know anybody that's looking for an absolutely outstanding opportunity like this in Grace Road, certainly put them in touch with Chris. That concludes our 1 o'clock session, folks. We did have the property that has been withdrawn in Ranch Road, so we'll be back to you in about 10 minutes with another 3 great opportunities for you. See you there. We're up and folks, all welcome those of you that have just joined us here in the exhibition room. My name's Grant Tribe. My role is to simply facilitate proceedings. Thanks, Daniel. Thank you, much appreciated. Just got to go through some important stuff here, just to make sure that everybody's on the same playing field. Like I said, my role is to facilitate proceedings. I've got Robin and Jen looking after the technology over here. I've also got Trevor, Craig, Joel and Gordon. They're here today. If we would start taking to the owner's reserve price, we'll pause the auction. One of the team will step in, give you the opportunity to continue discussions with our sellers. I'll move on to the next property. If you reach agreement, it will come back to me and we'll get everything sorted out again. So, I'm going to quickly run through the documentation, folks. The buyers and sellers guide that's been widely circulated out there in the marketplace over 10 years. They're available to stand outside of the room. So let's come to the chase and go straight to the contract of sale. sale that we work to be circulated in draft form. If there's been any changes to it, then I'll simply alert you to any of those amendments. But finalised copies are available in the stand on display out there as well. So by way of any bidding, folks, today I'm going to assume that you've read, understood and accept that contract. But let's just quickly whistle through the conduct of auction set out on the front page. We've superimposed that in blue, but you don't have to read that. Basically all it says is that the owners have set reserve prices subject to that being reached or exceeded, then the highest bidder will be declared the new owner of the property. That happens upon the fall of the hammer. Your only obligations today, of course, to complete that documentation, give us your autograph on the contract, and apart with a little bit of your hard-earned cash, just 10% of the purchase price forms the deposit, and that's payable, and you can do that electronically out at reception before you even leave the building. So any disputed bidding, I'm authorised as the auctioneer to either arbitrate the dispute, or I can re-offer the property at the last undisputed bid, but I don't anticipate any disputed bidding. You all look like a wonderful bunch of fair and reasonable people to me. Any vendor bids used today, folks, I will only use vendor bids. I'm the only one authorised to submit a vendor bid. I will only use it to, if I've only got one person participating in the auction, and I will use it to get you to that negotiating platform. I'll disclose any vendor bids to you, but essentially if I'm using the vendor bid, folks, I'm too far away from the owner's instructions, so essentially through me they're saying thanks but no thanks. You'll need to be above that. So just be aware of that as well. And of course, if there's any registered telephone bidding, the phone bidders, they bid on the same terms and conditions as you, and that is the cash unconditional basis. I've cited all the documentation and been approved by the vendors and by the purchasers to accept their bids by phone. So any questions at this juncture? Welcome to our viewers watching via the live stream as well. Nice to have you with us, folks. So, and if you're telephone bidders out there, we wish you the best in your endeavours as well. So, no questions. We'll press straight into the first property then, 158B Valley Road, being marketed by Charlotte Gardner and Joseph Goddard. Charlotte's just coming in now. We do have authorised telephone bidding on this property as well. It is a fantastic family home and sought after Valley Road location here, particularly number 158B, folks. It is a cross-lease freehold, all described in readable title SA50B folio 818 in the South Auckland Registry Office. 15 working days from today's date. Joseph is our settlement date with flexibility around it if required. So the opportunity to be in for Christmas, and any changes or updates on the channels list, all is circulated, so no changes there. So you've got the spacious modernised kitchen with good natural light that comes into the property. It's got that open plan living, nice and sunny in the summer and warm in winter with the wood burner that's there as well, but you're not going to need that until next winter with the nice warm evenings that we're experiencing now. Of course, an added advantage to the property is that private back section with the great indoor flow out to that lovely sunny deck as well. So anyway, hands guys, without further ado, who'd like to start us away? Looking for a fair and reasonable start now. First one up for our 1:30 session. Where would you like to start me away?
1.3 round.
$1.3 million. Well, at 1.3, I'm happy to take a $100,000 rise on there. We're a little way away from where we need to be. 1.3, appreciate the start now. A little bit optimistic, but that's okay. Let's get us underway. 1.3, who takes me to 1.4? Let's go there quickly now. First call, second time, third. Last opportunity, we're out. Not even slightly confused at this sort of level. Advancing on behalf of the seller now at 1.4. At $1,400,000, take me to 1.5 if they will be a Charlotte on the phone. At $1,400,000. Away from my instructions at this point in time. Do I hear 1.5 on the phone? 1.5 we go. At $1,500,000 it is. On the phone at the back of the room there now, $1,500,000. Who takes me to 1.6? Here's your opportunity now. First call now at 1.5 million. Take a 50 if it'll help you then. First call now, second time. Third, last chance for you to join us now. 155 on behalf of the owner then. Happy to offer them the same courtesy as well. 1,550,000. Be very clear, vendor bid at 1,550. Take me to 1.6 if they will. 1.6 it is. At 1.60 it is on the phone here with Charlotte at the back there. If you want to scan the higher denominations, folks, happy to lower down to 20s for you if it makes you feel more comfortable. At $1,600,000, working with our starter bidder now. Happy to take a 20 rise. First call now, second time, third, last opportunity for you if you're sitting on your hands out there. Having on behalf of the seller then and away from my instructions, Charlotte 1620 is with me, making it 40 more at $1,620,000. Good movement, strategic movement, 1650. Having to work alongside them here still. 1650 it is now. At $1,650,000, it's at the back here. Still having to take the 20s there, folks, if you're in. Here's your chance now. $1,650,000. Are we in or out? In fact, I'll tell you what, we're going to be fair to our opening bidder. If I don't get any further bids from the four folks at 1650, I'm going to give them the opportunity to continue discussions with our sellers. First call now, 1650, triple O, are we in or out? Second time, third, last chance. Joel, chance live on the phone, 1650, can you see if you can assist them, please? Right, moving straight on, folks, 26A Stafford Street is the next property up. Just coming up on the screen here, Dynasty Holmes from our Waihi office has been marketing this property. Certainly a sunny east-facing home, it's lovely and warm, and it's of course been modernised for your immediate comforts as well. It is a freehold estate, 354 square metres of land, more or less, is the land holding that's on offer, and all described in record of title 369864 of the South Auckland Registry Office. Certainly an extensive list of excluded channels. They've been in the documentation at the outset, so I won't go through those, but there is that extensive list that's excluded from the sale, so just a quick reminder about that. We do have authorised telephone bidding as well. Dynasty's got a buyer on the phone over there. Quick reminder of the Waihi mine clause that's standard in all our Waihi property contracts, just advising you where to go if you've got any concerns and need any advice on the Waihi gold mine up there. Clause 24, the purchaser enters into the agreement today and accept that the solar panels and system at the property are in an as-is condition, as the vendor has never used them. So the solar panels, they do stay, but there's no warranties that go with them. Settlement date, 10th of December 2021, so again, another great opportunity for you to be in, unpack, sit back and relax and enjoy Christmas in your new home. So back to the property itself we go. You've got the fully fenced grounds that you'll recall as well. They're just coming up on the screen here. Opportunity to entertain on that front deck out the front here. On the inside you've got the light bright open plan lounge with the heat pump as well to keep you warm in winter but also cool in summer as well. Through that single covered carport you've got the private rear courtyard out the back there, so certainly a property that facilitates lots of opportunities as your new home. So in your hands, Myers, where would you like to start your way? Is it going to be you in the room, or is it going to be our phone bidder?
550 grand.
$550,000, a fair and reasonable start in my opinion as well. $550,000 with our phone bidder against everybody else in the room here. Having to take a 20 rise from here. Looking for 570 now. At 550 triple O, chasing down a 20 rise. First call that's got on the bike and pedaling now. Second time, are we in a route? Third, final opportunity for you to join us now with a $20,000 rise. Having to work alongside you then at $570,000, be clear with me. I'm in your bid now, $570,000. Take you to 90, shall we there? Going to stick with your buyer on the phone. 570, away from my instructions at this point in time. 90 we go now. At $590,000 on the phone now. 590, who takes me through the 600 threshold. Here's your opportunity now. First call now at $590,000. Second time. Third, last opportunity for you to join us. Having to go once more on behalf of the seller and Dynasty, $610,000 of bids with me. At $610,000, the strategic move for your buyer would be take me straight to $630,000. If there's no further bids, we'll give them the opportunity to keep discussions with our sellers there. At $610,000, be very clear, it's been a bit away from my instructions, and the property's value 630 earns them the right to keep discussing with our sellers.
620 grand.
I prefer the 630, and I won't be doing any further bid or bids. Take it to 630, we'll pause, and I can keep chatting with our seller at that point in time. Stop the settings a little bit, 630. $630,000. Appreciate you working with us there, folks. At $630,000, I am obliged though to go around the room once more. At $630,000, though, we are up. First call now, second time, third, last opportunity for any further interest. Great, phone bid, hold bid at $630,000. Can you see if you can assist them, please? Alright, moving straight on, folks. Third property for our 1:30 session. Fran Hartman, needing no introduction to the Button Mile Market. She's been marketing this property at number 36 Harwood Theatre Drive. Plentiful off-street parking for the bike and the motorhome. So it really is one of those properties that facilitates anything if you've got lots of vehicles as well. It is a freehold estate, 577 square metres of land, more or less, is what's on offer. Record of title 745351 is the record of title that describes all the legal aspects of it. The security system it does stay grant, but it's as is, so there's no vendor warranties as far as that's concerned. We've got telephone bidding registrations for this one. Yep, so we've got registered phone bidding on this one. Friday the 10th of December, still our 7th date there, Fran. Again, another opportunity to be in for Christmas, and what a wonderful place to spend Christmas Day in this property here. Cheryl's list, any additions, deletions to that?
Okay.
No changes there, so a roomy, well-appointed kitchen there. Let's go back to that slide again. Look at it there on the screen here. Imagine your Christmas dinner is just going to taste so much better coming out of this kitchen. The all-embracing venue for socialising and quality family time in this part of the home as well. You've got the large decks for outdoor living there. You've got the section that's absolutely underutilised currently, but it could benefit and add value with fencing along the boundary to extend your outdoor living as well. So some great options that come with this home as well. An easy walk to Fresh Choice, the Good Home Gastro Pub, and the daycares from here as well. And of course, nice and handy to the beach as well, we're grand. So that's probably where you're going to spend more of your summer days, is down at the beach there. But it's a great option here, folks. Harwood Theatre Drive, particularly number 36. Who says go on this one? Who would you like to start me away? $1 million. $1 million? Okay, happy to take your $1 million start there, sir, at $1,100,000. A little later than where I would have started it myself, but that's okay. Happy to work alongside you there with $50,000 rises now, and $1 million even it is over here on the right hand side. Somebody around me, you're $1,050,000. Let's go there quickly now. First call now, second time. Third, last opportunity for you to join us, $1,050,000 then, sir, on behalf of the owner now. 1-1 your turn. At $1,050,000, it's with me on behalf of the vendor now. Just you and I at this point in time. We say 1-1 for you there, so you won't be taking anything less. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you working with me. At $1,100,000 now. At $1,100,000, we'll stay in the 50s at this juncture, a bit away from my instructions and the value of the property, and I'm sure you'll agree with me now. At $1,100,000, chasing down a 50 rise. First call now. Second time, are you in or out? Joining us now. Third, last opportunity. Nice you on behalf of the seller then, sir. 1,150. Take me to 1.2. Should we go there? Let's go. Just do it quickly now. At $1,150,000 and 1.2 now. At $1,200,000 over here on the right hand side. If you've heard a little bit nervous about the 50s, folks, happy to take a 25 rise for you from here. Just for you to give you the opportunity to join us now. $1.2 million with our star bidder over here. First call now, chasing down a $25,000 rise. Second time. Third, last opportunity for you to join us. We're going to go once more, sell on the seller at 25 now. 1225. Take me to 1250. Give me the opportunity to keep discussions with our owner at that point in time. At $1,225,000, the indoor bid at this point in time, to be very clear, sir, 1250 gives you the right to work with our sellers here. Wait for my instructions at this point in time. Our owner was keen to work with somebody today. The right advice there, Daniel. 1250 the bid I need. Not a difficult decision. $1,250, thank you. Appreciate you working with me, sir. $1,250,000. Obliged to put it back to the floor once more. First call now, second time. Third, last chance if you're here to join us for this property, folks. Trevor, bids over here, 1250. Can you see if you can assist them, please? We're just going to turn back to this 26A Stafford Street, folks. We left the auction room at $630,000. There's been no advance on that. And my instructions are very clear from the owner. The property is not for sale at $630,000. So if you are here for this one, opportunity is here to pop another $10,000 on top, and we'll give you the opportunity to keep discussing with our sellers. But at this point in time, the property is not for sale. First call for any advance on $630,000 over here around. Second time, heard, last chance, done, finished, silence. Auction's closed. Courtesy, hand it back to you. A bit more work to do on that one. We'll be back to you with a result on the other two properties very shortly, folks. Right, back we go, folks. 36 hours Theatre Drive. It's your lucky day today, folks, at $1,250,000. Just confirming you bid over there, sir, $1,250,000. So you're instructing me to sell to these folks at $1.25 million. It's your lucky day today, sir. I've got an end obliged to put it to the floor at $1,250,000. We're on the market. We sell away here. First call now. Any denomination on top. There's a good lunch for the keys now. Second time. Third. Last opportunity. And around it goes. It goes. $1,250,000. Congratulations, sir. Congratulations. Welcome to the Harvard Theatre Drive. Right, for those of you that have just joined us, folks, good afternoon, welcome. If you were sitting out of reception, unfortunately, I do need to go through my preamble again because we're only allocating 3 properties per half hour just due to the social distancing, so I'm going to quickly run through it. My name's Grant Child. You don't get any guesses as to what I do. I've got the girls looking after all the technology over here, Robin and Jen. We've also got Trevor, Craig, Jill and Gordon. If your bids don't take me to the owner's reserve price, we'll pause the auction. You can keep discussing with our sellers, and then you would have witnessed what happened with the last property, or the last 2 properties. One we didn't get there, we closed the auction, the other one we've sold it. So we'll give you that opportunity today, folks. If we do close the auction, remember anybody can come forward with a bid afterwards, and that does include conditional buyers as well. Folks, I don't mean to be rude, but are you exempt masks? Okay, but I'll just ask that you put your mask on, please. We have had some complaints about other people feeling uncomfortable in the room with people without their masks on. Thank you. We don't mean to be the COVID police, but we do need to think of everybody. We appreciate you working with us. Let's go to the documentation, folks. It has been widely circulated. The buyers and sellers guide will come up on the screen here. It's been around in the marketplace for over 10 years. Final copies are available in the stand. So let's go straight to the other document that's in the stand. That is the contract of sale. Been circulated in draft form. Any alterations to that draft contract, I will alert you to that as we work our way through. But it is a standard, clear, concise document. And of course, I'm going to assume that you've read, understood, and accept that contract by way of the bidding today. But I'll just quickly run through the conduct of auction. Position here on the front page. That's it. Been repeated up there in blue. The owners have obviously set reserve prices. No surprises there. Subject to that being reached or exceeded, then the highest bidder. Then you'll declare the purchaser at that juncture. And then, of course, your only obligations then, as prior to commencing any celebrations, is complete the documentation, sign the contract, and pay a deposit equaling 10% of the purchase price. Any disputed bidding today, folks, as the auctioneer, I have the right to arbitrate that dispute, or I can revert to the last undisputed bid, and depending on what actually happens. So I see you all as a bunch of nice people. Don't anticipate any disputed bidding, but we can sort it out if we do happen to get to there. Telephone bidding, if we do have telephone bidding on any of the properties, folks, I've cited the documentation approved by the vendors and by the buyers for us to accept those bids by phone. They bid on that same cash unconditional basis, and we've often got our phone bidders watching via the live stream. Of course, we welcome our live stream viewers as well. If we don't get to the owner's reserve price, folks, and I've only got one person participating in the auction, then I'll work with you and work alongside you to get you to that negotiating platform through what we call vendor bids. So nothing to be afraid of as far as vendor bids are concerned. I'm the only one authorised to submit them. I will disclose all vendor bids very clearly to you, and they will always be well below the owner's reserve price. So essentially, if I'm holding a bid at any level, the owner's through me is saying thanks but no thanks. If you want to talk to us, then you need to be above that. So pretty straightforward process. Happy to answer any questions. No questions? Right. Move straight into, we do have one of our properties from our 130 session still being negotiated. We'll come back to that. We like to give people plenty of time to think about things. They are important decisions. So talking about an important decision, somebody's got an important decision here at 38 Park Street here. Just a wonderful opportunity. I say somebody's got important decisions to make today, because if you don't make them today, folks, and buy this property, I know Chris has got some very strong conditional interest in this property. I think we talked this morning, Chris, you've got 2 or 3 parties that have got properties that they need to sell first. So your opportunity is to get in ahead of them here. The top quality refurbishment at 38 Park Street, plus the addition of the triple car garaging that comes with the property. The legal aspects of it, it's a freehold estate, 601 square metres of land, more or less is what's on offer. 85339 is the record title number that describes the legal aspects of the property. 2nd of December 2021 is the settlement date there, Chris. No changes to that. Any changes to the channels? This is a very comprehensive list as well as part of the renovation as well. We do have authorised telephone bidding in place for this one as well, folks, so just making sure that you are aware of that. You've got an incredibly private outdoor living area, very, very secure property, and of course a great location indeed. It is a home where all the best of both, the best of all worlds connect nice and smoothly and elegantly, all as a result of that wonderful refurbishment program, and of course that the wonderful layout. Faultlessly presenting and unfolding absolute quality across the generous spaces with ease throughout the home as well. But I think one of the biggest advantages is that wonderful all but inner city location here. You've got lots of off-street parking with the property as well, and you've got resource consent for commercial activity as well, being an absolute bonus. So without further ado, folks, as I said, we've got strong conditional interest in the property. I would think 1.5 would be a fair and reasonable start for a property like this there, Chris. 1.5, underway 1.5, no? All of you are here in the room, here's your opportunity now. Somebody start me away. 1.5 would be a fair and reasonable start. We're here to start at 1.5. Great opportunity and an outstanding location. Think about the renovation that's gone on. Here's your chance now. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you starting out $1,500,000 over here on the left-hand side. Happy to take a $25,000 rise now at $1,500,000 seated here in the auction room against the phone bidder there, Chris, $1,500,000. Did we say 25 on top? First call now, second time, third, last opportunity. Are we around? Have to work alongside you then, sir. 1525 on behalf of the owner now. Bid your bid at 1525, make it 155 if you will. At $1,525,000, your opportunity is here, sir. $550 it is now. $1,550,000 seated here with my starter bidder on the left-hand side here against the phone bidders now. Here's your opportunity now. $1,550,000. Are we in or out? First call now. 1550. Second time. Third, last chance, are we in or out? So you're going to go once more on behalf of the seller, 1575. Take me to 1.6. If there's no further bids, we'll pause and talk at that stage. Give me the opportunity to discuss with our owner there. Do I say 1.6 on your behalf there, sir? North to south, chin to chest? Not that hard to do. Just thank you, sir. Appreciate it now. Just confirming that was a bit there, sir. 1.6 it is now. At 1.6 over here on the left-hand side with my starter bidder. Against everybody else there, folks. Here's your opportunity to join us now. If you come to buy, don't be shy. Otherwise, we work with the gentleman over here at $1,600,000 even. First call now. Second time. Third. Final opportunity. In or out? Gordon bids over here at 1.6 million. Can you see if you can assist the gentleman, please? Right, here we go to our 1:30 session, folks. Sorry to hold you up for those that are here for our 2 o'clock session. Just finishing off the property 158B Valley Road. I have an amended bid now shown up for your phone bidder. Can you just confirm their bid? They've lifted it to $1,700,000.
Correct.
At $1.7 million as the owners of the property, your instructions to me today are sell to the highest bidder. On the market it goes now, $1,700,000 in favour of the phone bidder now. Around the room we go, folks. What about a $10,000 rise for the enviable Valley Road investment? 158B in particular. Here for outright sale at $1.7 million for the one of a better bid. First call now. Hammers up. Don't let it come down and crush your Valley Road dreams. Second call now. Third, final opportunity. Quickly it goes. It goes. Congratulations to our sellers. up to Waihi we go, folks. Dynasty Holt, Steve Cameron, been making this property here jointly in the beautiful town of Waihi. Don't miss this opportunity, folks, to secure this iconic Waihi landmark. It's been around for a long, long time. It is a great opportunity for you. It is formally described as a freehold estate, 291 square metres of land, more or less, is what's on offer. All described in Record Title SA 5A, folio 1035. We do have authorised telephone bidding in place for this one, folks. Of course, the Waihi mine clause doesn't come as any surprise. That advises you where to go if you've got any concerns about the Waihi gold mine. And of course, there is an additional clause in the contract stating that the vendor, having not been in occupation of the property, makes no warranties to the operation of the channels, fixtures, and fittings. 29th of November is the settlement date, Dynasty. Steve, no changes to that. Not long to wait now, folks. 29th of December, and of course, November rather. And it would be difficult to settle on the 29th of December anyway, because all the lawyers will be on holiday. The channel's listing the other changes there, no changes there, so there we go, folks. Now, the back half of the hall has now had resource consent granted, so that portion of the property can be used for residential purposes. The front half, well, that's still a commercial offering, so an opportunity to have space to run your business, and you can perhaps live on site as well. So, but then what about the additional income options that come with it? You can lease the front, lease the back, or you could lease both of them out and get some income off it as well. A property that certainly offers you huge, endless options to explore in the fast-growing Waihi township there, folks. So who says go on this one? Where would you like to start your way? Is it going to be you in the room, or is it going to be one of the phone bidders? Looking for an opening bid now? $390,000. We're underway at $390,000. Happy to travel in $20,000 rises from here. Take me through the 400 threshold. 410 do we say? Here's the opportunity now. Welcome from the phone bidder now at 390. Against the other phone bidder here, are they in or out? Or against you in the room here at $390,000. First call now. Second time. Bid. Last opportunity for you to join us, folks. Happy to take you through then, Steve, on a vendor bid now at $410,000, away from my instructions at this point in time. At $410 it is. With me, be very clear, vendor bid 30? 420. 420. Down to the 10s, okay, no problems. Happy to travel along there. We've got time today at 420. If it's going to make the 10s make you feel more comfortable, then let's go there now. First call now, $420,000, are we in or out? Second time, bid, last chance. 430 it is with me on behalf of the seller then now at $430,000. Vendor bid now 430. 440 do we say there, Steve? They started at 10s. Let's keep them rolling. Is there opportunity? No, taking 10s in this junction. I'm still too far away from my instructions at this point in time. 440 it is, thank you. Appreciate you working with us, folks, there at $440,000. Chasing down another $10,000 rise from here at $440,000. 50's the next strategic move. Let's go there quickly now. First call, second time. Third, final opportunity. Steve, we're going to go once more on behalf of the seller at 450, take it at 460, give them the opportunity to keep discussing with our seller at that juncture. At 450, be clear, it's a vendor bid. Pop something on top there, perhaps another 10. The opportunity is there. 60, can we say? 60 it is. At 460, and obliged to go around the room once more. First call round 460. Second time. Third. Last time settle out to $460,000. Great, with Steve's wire on the phone. 460, can you see if we can get off them, please? We'll start on the northern side of our region, folks, in particular at 21 Ray Road. Joe Hearn from our Caddy office has been presenting this property here, and it's an opportunity, folks, for a beautiful, private and peaceful setting with easy flow to the outdoors from the main living areas throughout the home as well. Just imagine the time up there on that shot that you saw on the screen. We will come back to that a little bit. There it is. Just imagine a bit of time out there, the outside fire going there, and enjoying some wonderful times there. So let's look at the legal aspects of it. It's a freehold estate. 7,860 square metres of land is what you buy here today, folks. All described in record of title SA 58C folio 292. Now the glass house is not included in the sale, folks, and I just referred to a purchaser's consent form. If you haven't already signed the purchaser's consent form, you will sign it at the time that you sign the contract. Basically just confirming that you've been advised that the upstairs bathroom may not be consented. It was installed over 20 years ago. And also the LIM report has highlighted some archaeological significance as well. You've been recommended to do your own due diligence, regard those issues and seek legal advice. And the current owners have decommissioned the solar system and removed the panels as well. So just a quick reminder though that the standard up in this location here, the vendor gives no warranty as to the working order or condition of the spa pool on this property, nor in respect of its compliance with the requirements of the local authority. That's what I was talking about with the region. And also you've been advised to seek and recommended to seek professional advice prior to purchasing the property if you so require. 17th of January 2022, Joanne, is the settlement date there. So all TV moved there to the channels list. Any other changes there, apart from the glass house not being included? No other changes there, folks. Certainly the perfect hobby orchard with approximately 16 avocados. You've got the tamarillos and various other fruit trees as well. So you can certainly keep your fruit bowls full all summer long in this place. You've got the shade house. Fantastic 10 by 8 by 9 metre implement shed there for all your toys as well. You've got the country kitchen with good connection with the dining and the lounge area of the property, and all of this is approximately 3 kilometres from the Katikati town centre, so location is really what it's all about. Happy to take a $1.2 million start for this one. We'd like to start anyway. 1.2 would be a fair and reasonable start for a property of this calibre. Remember, you're getting 7,860 square metres. Think about all the fruit trees. Never have to buy avocados again when you own an orchard like this. First call now. Second time. Last chance in or out. Only here to work with cash interests. Obviously not here today, Joanne. I'm going to close the auction here and back to you. A little bit of work to do on that one, but I'm sure it won't take you long indeed to get the property sold. It's a wonderful opportunity indeed.
Thank you.
You're welcome. We're going to go for some 8 School Lane up in Waihi. I have it amended bid now at $480,000. Steve, from your phone bidder on the phone there. Can you just confirm that bid for me, please? At $480,000. Dynasty, you've got the owner on the phone here. My instructions today are to sell to the highest bidder here. On the market it goes in at $480,000 in favour of the phone bidder at the back of the room there, folks. Happy to take a flyer on top, maybe a 2.5, even a lazy single if you've got it there. Otherwise it's gone at $480,000. First call now, are we in or out? Here's your opportunity now. Second call, is it done? It's time. Third, final opportunity, it goes, it goes. So the phone bidder at $480,000. Congratulations. And back to 38 Park Street, finish off our 2 o'clock session, folks. We have an amended bid now, folks. Can you just confirm your amended bid for me, please, at $1,700,000 and $1.7 million if the owners of the property instruct me to sell to the highest bidder. On the market it goes in at $1,700,000 in favour of the gentleman down here on the right hand side. We're selling away here, make no mistake about it. Happy to take a flyer of $10,000 rise, a property that certainly deserves it. Otherwise your Park Street dreams are gone. First call now, $1,700,000. Are we in or out? Second time, third, last chance, in or out? Congratulations to our sellers. We'll be back to you in about 4 minutes, folks, with our 2:30 session. See you soon. Good afternoon, folks. Warm welcome to the EVES auction room here this afternoon for our 2:30 session. Unfortunately, we're just doing the 3 properties per half hour. We do need to go through the preamble just so that everybody's on the same playing field here and bidding on the same terms and conditions. My name's Grant 12. My role is pretty self-explanatory. I've got Robin looking after all the technology as well. And as you may have noticed, if you're out in reception or here when we brought a couple of the properties from our earlier session, we didn't quite get to the owner's reserve price. Pause the auction, one of the team step in, give you that opportunity to continue discussions with our sellers at that point in time. I'll move on to the next property so we don't hold people up. And if we do reach agreement, it will come back to me and I'll make any, I'll put the property back to the floor and of course sell it at the highest bidder. Be very clear though folks, if we don't reach agreement and I close the auction, anybody can come forward with an offer, and that does include conditional buyers as well. I'm going to quickly run through the documentation. The buyers and sellers guide, well, that's been out in the marketplace for over 10 years. You've all been provided copies of that. They are on the stand outside of the room. So let's cut to the chase and go straight to the contract of sale that we work to. A very clear, concise document with circulated in draft form, and any finalised copies are also available in the stand outside the room as well. If there's been any changes to the draft, folks, I will alert you prior to that bidding, but I'm sure you've all been advised by your salespeople. Let's have a quick look at this section here, folks. That's it up there in blue as well, making it a little bit easier for you to see. Don't expect you to read it. Basically what it says, owners of reserve, set a reserve price, no surprises there, subject to that being reached or exceeded in the highest bidder. You're the purchaser, that's declared on the fall of the hammer, and if it falls in your favour, all it is required you to do today is to complete the documentation, sign it, and pay a deposit equaling 10% of the purchase price. Any disputes on any bids today, I will resolve those as the auctioneer, folks. Telephone bidders, we have bidders registered to bid by phone. They're of course watching via the live stream, and we take the opportunity of welcoming them as well. So all the best to everybody, whether you're bidding by phone or whether you're here in the room. If I've only got one person that's participating in the auction, folks, then I will assist you to get you onto that negotiating platform by utilising the vendor bid. I'm the only one authorised to submit vendor bids. Never be at or above the reserve price, always below the reserve, and if I'm holding a bid at any level, I will disclose it to you, and basically all it means is the owners through me saying to you, thanks but no thanks. If you wish to purchase the property, you'll need to be above that. So pretty straightforward process. If you're not sure where the bid is, I'm usually pretty clear throughout the bid segments, but happy to confirm that for you as well. So any questions at this juncture? Right, let's move straight into our first property, 6B Snowden Street. Jason Hyde Hills from our Cherrywood office been presenting this property. It's a nice private and sunny townhouse situated in that wonderful elevated position there. The legal aspects of it is a cross-lease freehold, all described in record title SA 54B, folio 406. We do have authorised telephone bidding in place for this one, folks. Jason, 20 working days from today's date, still our settlement date. Any changes to the channels list at all? No changes there, so everything's all tickety-boo there, it's circulated. Remember, you've got the new bathroom, you've got those panoramic views from the upstairs master bedroom for you to enjoy as well, and you've got the, of course, got the great ceiling upstairs that also give you that feeling of space. And this time of design the property, you've got the modern open plan living with the tiled kitchen, the stainless steel appliances as well, the private courtyard, great for the entertaining. It's brick and weatherboard cladding, so and that's all been recently painted on the exterior as well. And that large carport that's been enclosed with the garage door, well, that's there for your benefit as well. So in your hands, buyer, 6B Snowden Street. Who says go on this one? What might the quantum be? Obviously a brilliant description. I'll give it a property.
That works well.
690.
$690,000. So over here, a good strong start, sir. Welcome aboard there at $690,000. Happy to take a $10,000 rise from here at $690,000. Who takes me to $700,000 now? Here's your chance now to get on the bike and pedaling, folks. At $690,000 and 7 we go here. 710 straight back, sir. At 710 we go. Straight back at 20 do we say here. At 710, triple O it is. Make it 720. At 720 it is. 30 your turn. At $730,000, round you to 40 if you will. Over here on the left hand side at 730. Do we say 740? 740 it is. 50 your turn there, sir. Rounding me to an even $750,000 here. At $750,000 on the left hand side.
We go 5.
Pardon?
We go 5.
Will I take 5? Yeah, okay, that could be granted for free auctioneer for a reason. At $755,000 it is. At 755 triple O. That's another 10 on top. Stamp your mark there, sir. Put yourself back in the lead now. At 755 it is. On the right hand side here at 755 triple O. Are we in around, sir? Here's your opportunity here.
We got 756.
756. Take the single on top there to 756. Here's the opportunity now. Playing fire with another single, do we say?
758.
758. Even better now, $758,000. Are you absolutely 100% sure? You've been going well so far. Against everybody else in the room here at $758,000. Call it 3 times, you can change your mind at any time. At 758 it is. First call now. Second time. Third. Last chance in around at 758.
760.
760. At 760 it is. Good strategic movement.
61.
761. At 761. Are you absolutely 100% sure, sir? At $761,000. It'll make a difference, sir, because I'm going to tell you something right here, right now. If you don't get me further, I'm going to sell over here at $761,000. We're on the market. We're here for outright sale at $761,000 over here on the right hand side. Another single might buy the property. You're the only one that contested. Here's your opportunity here.
762.
62. That's 762. 63? 63. 763. Maybe another 2 more, sir, around to 765. Put it on that odd number. $763,000. You've been looking so long, sir. You'll be back on the open home trail again. There's no prizes with brochures, sir. There's only prizes with keys. That's $763,000. Are you absolutely 100% sure? First call now at 763 triple O. Second time, third, last chance it goes, it goes. We're moving straight on, folks. 898, apartment 10, 898 Pukehina Beach Road is the one in question here. Charlotte Gardner has been the marketing consultant for this property here. Now, this apartment offers an excellent vantage point across the surroundings from its penthouse perch there down on Pukehina Beach Road, and the prime corner positioning guarantees some absolute generous space as well. The legal aspects of it, it's Australian and freehold. 377719 is the record title number that describes the legal aspects of it. The security system as is, the furniture package list is all there, but it's all as is, and that has been since been added to the contract, so it's all there for you, all listed for you. We do have authorised phone bidding in place for this one. 4th of February 2022 is being Friday as your settlement date for this one. Any other changes to the channels list? All this is, so there you go, folks. You've got the utterly breathtaking sweeping panorama from Mallow, past Motee, White Island, Whale Island, and even as far right around as the Pukehina Hills as well. So absolutely spectacular views. In fact, that breathtaking that they are hard to describe. You've got the vast open plan living that caters ideally, particularly if you're holidaying here. Storage solutions are evident everywhere, and they reiterate the potential for either a beach pad or a fixed abode if that's where you want to reside from. Thanks to that all-inclusive furniture package we've referred to, you've got the car parking below and secure access. So it really is, it's all set to go, and it's just a great opportunity here for you folks. 10 by 898 Pukehina Beach Road. Where do we say go on this one? That's 1.1. So we start with 1.1. Thank you, sir. Got your bid at the back there, paying quarter there at $1,100,000. Having a terminal $25,000 rises from here. At 1.1 it is at the back left-hand corner now. It takes me to 1125 here. First call now. Second time. Third. Last opportunity is that you all the phone bidders here. Yep, got 1125 it is. Over here on the phone now, 1125. Can we say 1150 for you there, sir? At $1,125,000. Again, 1150, shall we? 1150 on the nod there, rounding me to 75, shall we? At 1150 it is. Do we say 75 on top? Here's their opportunity now. First ball now at 1150. Are we in around? Second time, 75 we go. Your turn at 1.2, sir. 1175 it is. With the phone bidder on the right hand side now. 1.2 did we say there for you, bid, sir? 1.2 now. 1,200,000 it is. 2.25 did we say here? At 1,200,000 it is. 2.25 we say. At 2.25 making it 250 did we there, sir? Here's your opportunity now. At $1,225,000, another 25 on top. Making 1.25 million if you will. At $1,225,000 if you're going well so far, sir. Don't leave us now. 250, pardon? You better join us now. You've got it down here at 250, sir. Got it down here at $250,000, so just pop your 10 back in your pocket. You might want to put it better use later. And 1250 it is down here. 75, can we say there, Danny? Or I'll take your 10 now, sir. At 1,275. 275 and making it 1.3 there, sir. $1,275,000 over on the right hand side here. Do we say 1.3 for you there, sir? Let's just go there quickly now. First call now, 1,230. 1.3 it is. 1.3. Do we say 325? 1.3 it is over here on the left hand side. Welcome you back in at any stage up there on the left hand side. Been travelling with us nicely so far. At 1.3 it is. Do we say 25 there, Danny, with your wire on the phone? 1,325 it is. Making it 350, do we say there, sir? At $1,325,000 with Danny's wire at the back on right hand side of the room there. 50 it is now. 1,350, round speed of 3 3/4, shall we say there, your wire, Danny, against you down here. At 1,350, seated in the room.
1.4 grams.
1.4, even better now, $1,400,000. Here's your opportunity now, sir. At $1,400,000, a great opportunity here on Panama Beach Road, sir. At $1,400,000, my instructions are clear. We are on the market. We are here for outright sale now. Have to take another 25 on top of it's there for you. Put yourself back in front. Otherwise, I'll sell over here at 1.4. 425, sir. Thank you. 425 it is. At 1,425, here for outright sale. Will be 1 flyer with 5, and I'll take anything on top there, Danny. Otherwise, I'm selling over here at 1,450. 450 it is now. 1,450, making it 75, sir. Here's your opportunity now. At $1,450,000, we say another 25 rise, making it 75, isn't there, sir? Yes? Not quite sure what you're meaning by that, sir. The lady's nodding her head to go 1,475 and you're doing this, so I'm not quite sure what you want me to do. 1,475? 1,475 it is. At 1,475, 1.5 do we say? Here's the chance now. At 1,400, 1.5 now. At 1.5. At the back of the room here at $1.5 million even. Where do we go from here, sir? Here's your opportunity here at 1.5. Happy to take anything you want to put on top, sir. Perhaps a 10, shall we say? Here's your opportunity now. Otherwise, I'll sell for an outright sale to the phone bidder now at an even $1.5 million. Good opportunity to put that 10 to work up the back there now, sir. Put yourself back and leave. We're here for outright sale at $1,500,000. Got about $85,000 on top there, sir. 10. 1,510. Thank you. Appreciate you clarifying it with me as well. 1,510. 20 is abroad. Be here at all at 1,520. $1,520,000. Another 10 on top there, sir. It's obviously a great opportunity here because there's 2 of you on it. It's great for resale. $1,520,000. We sell away now. 1,550,000. A good strategic move indeed. At 1.55 there, we'll talk to that then, Danielle. Where do we go from here? At $1,550,000, taking the lead back with a good strong bid.
1.56.
Pardon?
1.56.
1.56, thank you. Just sorry about the clarification. Just a little hard to hear with the mask, but that's okay. 1,560 it is there, sir. At $1,560,000. It was a good play with the keys, sir, but they snatched it back with another 10. I'm going to take another 10 from you. At 1,560, sell it away now. At 1,560, are you absolutely 100% sure there, sir? I'm heading north to south to the test to help you, otherwise it's gone. First call now, 1,560. What about a lazy 5? Should we say 65 soon? Have one more final lunge for the keys? No? 2.5? Trying everything I can to help you buy the property here, sir. Single? Yep. 61. 1,561. Straight to 65, do we say there, Danny? 1,565. Single didn't quite work there, sir. Should we try it again? You said no about good, he said no to me through about the last $30,000 or $40,000. $1,565,000 in fun with the phone bidder back there with Danielle. First call now, won't be taking any late bids, it's here to be sold. Second time, third, last chance, so I'll get you absolute 100% best, sir, quickly. It is going, it is going, it is. $565,000. Congratulations to our sellers. Alright, let's go to a little bit of country now, folks. 286A Woodland Road, in particular, Darrell Green has been the marketing consultant for this outstanding opportunity. It's a sanctuary of peace and privacy with those absolutely spectacular river views as well. When we look at the legal aspects of it, it's a freehold estate, 2.1822 hectares more or less is your land holding, all described in a record of title SA 60A, folio 548. We do have some additional clauses that comes as no surprise with this type of property, and of course you are bidding on the basis of plus GST, if any. I need to emphasise that, folks, that it's not a residential property. Everything that's on auction today except this property is inclusive of GST. This one is plus GST, if any. Just a quick reminder that you've been recommended to seek legal advice for tax and legal purposes as well. Under clause 23, excuse me. Clause 24, purchasers acknowledge that for GST purposes, the valuation of the dwelling, the house in Kirtland's not exceeding 4,000 square metres, excluding the house channels is 850,000. The vendor will not remove any improvement or fixture from the land as well. That's all covered in clause 25. Clause 26, the vendor shall maintain at their expense the avocado orchard in a husband-like manner commensurate with good old orchard practice. Clause 27, the vendors acknowledge that the entire avocado crop grown on the land and the proceeds thereof after deducting picking, packaging and cartage costs will belong to the purchaser. Vendors warrant that the orchard is registered for export with New Zealand Avocado, and a last clause inserted in the contract, just blatantly, clause 29, purchaser acknowledges and accepts that you've been fully informed that the former basement car garage has been converted to a rumpus cum storage room and may not comply with the necessary building requirements. So you're bidding on that basis with this property, folks. GST date is the same as the settlement date, which is the 20th of January 2022. Any changes to the channels listed all there, Darrell? No changes there. You've got a family home full of character, it's laced with timber, angled ceilings and multi-level living, so it's certainly a great opportunity indeed. You've got approximately 105 S on Zatano avocado trees that provides a great top-up to your income as well. You can linger on in the summer nights on the northeast facing deck there. Just have a look there, it's just absolutely superb indeed. Taking in the stunning views and the rumbling sounds of the Torpedo River while unwinding to the abundant chorus of birdsong that you're going to get from all those beautiful trees surrounding you as well. Approximately 2.18 hectares of property with a 4-bay shed, 3-bay greenhouse structures which could be reinstated with new skins, adding another income potential on the property, folks. So in your hands, buyers, who would like to start my way for this one? Here to work with you, those in the position of cash. In case you don't understand what that means, we're looking for an answer. Happy to say, happy for you to start my way wherever you like. I know Darrell's been working with buyers outside of the room. Here to work with cash buyers, that's what the auction is all about. First call now for a start, you set the benchmark, I'll work with you from there. Second call, Third, let's start some cash interest. Obviously not here today, but I'll close the auction and hand it back to you. I know it's not going to take very long at all. You'll have that signboard decorated with a sold sticker. It's a great opportunity indeed. We'll be back to you in about 8 minutes' time with another 3 great properties at 3 o'clock, folks. We'll see you then. Good afternoon, folks, and welcome to the EVES auction room here this afternoon for our 3 o'clock session. We've been going since 1. We've sold 7 out of the 11 properties that we've offered for auction so far today, so there's a clear indication of what's going on in the real estate market. My name's Grant Child, and you don't get any guesses as to what I do. You won't get any guesses on what Robin does up the front here either. She controls all the technology in the room. We've got Trevor, Craig, Jill, and Gordon. If your bids don't take me to the owner's reserve price, I'll pause the auction. They'll step in and give you the opportunity to work with our owners at that point in time. If we reach agreement, it'll come back to me, and the property will be then sold to the highest bidder. In the meantime, I'll press on to the next property and be very clear. If I close an auction off, folks, then anybody can come forward with an offer, and that does include conditional buyers as well. I'm going to quickly run through the documentation. The booklet put out by the Real Estate Authority. Been in the marketplace for over 10 years now. Copies available on the stand, so it's cut to the chase and go straight to the contract of sale. Again, a clear, concise document there, folks, approved by the Auckland District Law Society, Real Estate Institute of New Zealand, and the vendor's solicitor as well. So by way of your bidding, I'm going to assume that you've read, understood, accept that contract. But on the blue on the screen there, you see the conduct of auction. That's all located in this section here on the front page here. Of course, you've seen it in draft form. Finalised copies, they're also available on display down at the stand outside of the auction room as well. I'm going to quickly go through the conduct of auction, folks. Reserve prices have been set, no surprises there. Subject to that being reached or exceeded, then the highest bidder on the fall of the hammer. You'll then declare the purchasers. Your only obligations today are, of course, to complete the documentation, sign the contract, and then pay the deposit, which is equaling 10% of the purchase price. If there's any vendor bidding today, folks, I will disclose any vendor bids. I'm the only one authorised to submit vendor bids, and I will only do that if I've only got one person participating in the auction and I'm too far away from the owner's reserve price. So essentially, if I'm holding a bid, they're saying to you, thanks but no thanks. If you wish to purchase the property, you will need to be above that. So pretty straightforward, and I'm usually very clear as to who's holding the bid. So no issues as far as that's concerned. Telephone bidders, we've got a number of phone bidders on the next 3 properties that we've got coming up, and I've cited all the documentation approved by the vendors and approved by the buyers to accept those bids by phone. And of course, you will see the salespeople. Of course, we welcome our phone bidders watching via the live stream as well. Any disputed bidding, I'll simply resolve that by reoffering the property at the last undisputed bid, or of course, that's the auctioneer I'm authorised to arbitrate that dispute. So at this juncture, folks, I'll be happy to answer any questions before we move straight on to our first property in our 3 o'clock session, being 6A Solway Place. No questions? Right, let's get straight into it then. 6A Solway Place. Sharon Blakey, Lauren McRae have joined forces from our Cherrywood office and our Pitmar office to present this property with certainly a celebration of magazine-worthy contemporary lifestyle. Impeccably renovated home offers you ultra-chic living in one of the Mount Maunga's most desirable family-friendly areas here that surrounds Solway Place. We look at the legal aspects of the property, folks. It's a cross-lease freehold. SA 26B folio 915 describes all the legal aspects of it. There's a clause in the contract stipulating that there's no key for the garage tilted door. There's an extra clause added authorising early release of the deposit as well. And the settlement date has been amended to 15 working days from today's date, or 10 working days after the LIN's release of the new memorandum of lease, whichever is the latter. So making sure that you are fully aware of that settlement. Any other changes to the channels listed at all there, girls? No changes there. We do have authorised phone bidding on this one, as I mentioned a little bit earlier. Meticulously transformed to provide a seamless lifestyle, particularly for first home buyers there. That favours entertaining and effortless relaxation in 6A Solway Place. You can enjoy gatherings around the beautiful functional kitchen there, featuring the engineered stone bench tops, the induction cooktop, and of course all adjacent to that open plan living zone as well. Outdoor living on the northern aspect of the home offers a wonderfully landscaped urban feel. It'll be a place for you to entertain in privacy and security in this coming summer rather. You see it on the screen there, folks. You've all had the opportunity to view it. Now is the opportunity to buy it. In your hands, where would you like to start me away? Today will be good. In fact, very soon will be good. We've got plenty on offer here, but plenty more to go this afternoon. If you'd like to start me away, would have thought $850 would be a fair and reasonable start for a property of this calibre. So I'm going to get me underway. If you're not starting away, well, folks. Right? Yep, thank you. Phone bidder starts its way at $850,000. Happy to take 20 rises from here at $850,000. Over here with the phone bidder here with Kyron at $850, who takes me to $870. First call down at $850. Second time. Third. Last chance for you to join us over we're up. 70 on the phone here now. At 87 phone bidders competing at this point in time at $870,000. No, $890 to be say here at $870,000. Here it is with the phone bidder here with Sharon at this point in time. 90 we go now. At $890 back with Kairos Buyer on the phone here against yours there, Sharon. Against everybody else in the room. At $890, $910 we go. At $910 it is up in store for $930 to be say there for you. Kyra with your buyer now at $910,000. Opportunity to join us now, folks. 920, slowing it down, no problems. We'll just take the rest of the time at 920. Treat the same there at 920. We say 30 for you on the phone there. With Sharon's buyer now at 930. First call now, second time, third, last chance 930. It's with your buyer now. 40 we go now. 940 it is. At 940 over here, making it 50. New bidder joins us now at $950,000. New bidder joins us at the back of the room now at 950. Against your buyer, against yours there, Sharon, at $950,000 even. Are we in or out? And we're going to take another 10 rise. Are we in or out? First call now at 955. 955. Strategic move would be to stay in tens. 960 it is. At 960 on the back wall now at 960. You started the fives, let's keep it rolling now. At $960,000. Are we in or out now? First call. 970 even better. At 970. Floating 5 with another 10. Staying on the 5. 975 it is. At $975,000. The back of the room there now at 975. Good strategic move would be to stay in tens, I would suggest. Otherwise at 975, take another 5 from your buyer there, Kyra, if it's there. At $975,000. 980 we go now. At 980 and 85 it is now. At 985 on the back left hand corner now. At $985,000. Be very clear, folks, the property's on the market. Here for outright sale today. At 990 it is now. At 990, good strategic move there would be taking it straight to $1 million. No, opens the door at 995 for you, opens the door for $1 million with that phone bidder then. At $995,000. Selling away at the back left-hand corner here, at that right-hand corner rather, at not $1 million even it is here, at $1 million and even, $1 million and 5. At $1 million and 5 we say now, can we make it $1 million and 10? Here's the opportunity. At $1 million and 5. Now selling signs flashing away here. It'll keep flashing until the hammer comes down. At $1 million and 5. Where do we go from here? Are we just having a bit of a bidding sabbatical over there with your buyer there, Kyra? What do we say, Sharon, with your bidder? Otherwise I sell down the back here at $1 million and 5. First call now at $1 million and 5. Are we in or out? Second time now. Are we in or out? Happy to take the single 906 of it is, make it 910, shall we? Or another 5 on top, making it 911. At 911 it is. Let's hope it doesn't come crashing down with it like it did that day in the States. At 911, at $1 million and 11, sorry. At $1 million and 11 we go. See, that's why I have all my helpers around me. At $1,011,000, back to the room there. Another single on top there, making it 12, did we say? At $1,011,000 has done its time. It goes quickly now. 15. $1 million and 15. Treaty would be the strategic move. Treaty it is now. At $1,020,000. Stand fair and square on the back wall of the auction room now at 1,120 against your buyer on the phone there, Sharon. Selling away now. Be very clear. Here for outright sale at 1,120. First call now. Are we absolutely 100% sure? Haven't done its time. Second time at 1,120. Clear. Last opportunity. Won't be taking any late bids. Quickly now. It goes. It goes. We're moving straight on 11 East Bank Drive, brother. We're moving up to Kitty now, the wonderful mural town, and spreading herself all around the town with their real estate signs. Great profile up there is Grace Anderson from our Kitty office up there, doing a great job as you always do. This property here, immaculately presented, entertainer's dream. It's all described in the legal aspects of a freehold estate, 365 square metres, 873236 is the record of title that describes the property. 2nd of December 2021 is the settlement date. Grace, a bit of flexibility around that as well. Any other changes to the titles list? No changes there. You've got the impressive kitchen, sleek in design, but certainly bulk and practicality as well. If you don't like cooking, folks, this kitchen is certainly going to change that for you. So you can spend your Christmas entertaining friends and family on the impressive deck there with the fire put out there. You'll recall that when you went and viewed the property. A great opportunity to sit around the fire and heat your marshmallows and stick them between a couple of Brooklyn's chocolate wheat and biscuits if you can still get them. I know that's what we used to do in my earlier days, many moons ago. Fully fenced for your little ones to run free, and you've got a wonderful established subdivision here. Now, Grace, we had a conversation. You told me that you'd emailed a contract off to a purchaser for preparation and signing. You've got two others that are talking about putting offers in as well. So there you go, folks. If you're in the position of cash, get in ahead of those conditional buyers. Your opportunity is here. Where would you like to start your way? Not going to suggest anything. I'm going to leave it entirely up to you. You set the benchmark. I'm only here to work with the cash interest. Otherwise, I know Grace is going to send me a text message later on today or tomorrow letting me know that the property's under contract. First call now. Second, last chance to cash interest. In or outs? Close the auction. They're going to be delighted to hear from you, Grace, and I look forward to that text message you telling me that the property's under contract. Well done. You're welcome. Right, lucky last one for our 3:30 session, 3 o'clock session rather, is number 11 Patterson Street. Again, Charlotte Gardner's been marketing this property. It's been fully renovated and landscaped in the last 18 months to the highest of standards, and of course you've got that nice wide 53 square metre section to boot as well. Like I said, I'll confirm that 553 square metres of land. It is a freehold estate, 911522, the record and title number that describes the legal aspects of it. We do have authorised phone bidding on this one. 10 working days from today's date, Charlotte, our settlement date. Any other changes to the channels list there, apart from the fact that the pizza oven and the irrigation system, they stayed as is. No warranties with that. No other changes? So there we go, folks. You've got the bifold kitchen windows that beautifully connect the home to the open wall. You see there on the left-hand side of the screen, a setup like this is just simply outstanding for entertaining, and it just makes that entertaining simple and easy. There's plenty of room to kick around with the kids on the back lawn there. As you see there, it's been a good day on the water. There's even the fish filleting station at the back of the section as well, and of course the opportunity to while away your evenings around the pizza oven, flanked by your young olive trees as well. So have a look there. That's what's on offer here, folks. The pergola is strewn with fairy lights and outdoor dining. You're going to have plenty of friends and family now come and visit you here at 11 Patterson Street. In your hands, Wise, where would you like to say go on this one? We can put an opening bid now. It's going to be you, or is it going to be the phone bid? Start me away, otherwise I'm just going to close the auction now. Your opportunity is here. Who's going to start it away? Not going to help you with this one, not going to guide you. Not going to
1.2.
1.2, we're underway at $1,200,000 over here with our phone bidder now, $1,200,000, and I'm happy to take a $50,000 rise from here. At 1.2 it is. Who rounds me to 1.25 now? The opportunity is here. First call now, second time, third, last opportunity at 1.2, 250 it is with me, vendor bid now at $1,250,000. Take me to 1.3 if you will. At $1,250,000 vendor bid. Here's your opportunity now. I won't take anything less than a $50,000 rise. 1.3 is it? Okay, well they need to be at 1.3 because if they don't go there, I'll go there myself on behalf of the owner. Here's their opportunity now. $1,250,000. Are we in or out now? First call out, $1,250,000. Are they in or out?
1.28.
No, taking 50s at this juncture, too far away from my instructions at this point in time.
Too far away. Sorry? No.
Yes, everybody else in the room?
1.3.
1.3 it is. Thank you. Appreciate you working with us now. At $1,300,000, chasing down another $50,000 rise from here. At $1,300,000, who's it? Puts another 50 on top. First call now. Here's your opportunity. Second time. Third. Last opportunity. Are we in or out here in the room? Just the one phone bidder at this point in time. Happy to work with those phone bidders now. 135 on behalf of the vendor now. At $1,350,000, away from my instructions at this point in time. At 1,350, taking another 50 on top, put themselves back in front. At $1,400,000, that's what I need now. $1,350,000 bid here. Be very clear on behalf of the seller, away from my instructions at this point in time. Needed to be at 1.4 to give them any further opportunities to put themselves back in front. At $1,350,000, where do we go from here with your bid there, Carol? 1.4 to a say. First call now, 1,350, 000, second time. Third, last opportunity. Certainly not going to leave the property there away from my instructions. Advance on behalf of the seller now at 1.4 now. Be very clear. Vendor bid at $1,400,000. They need to come back in now if they want the opportunity to purchase the property. Otherwise, I'm just going to shut it down. At $1,400,000 away from my instructions. Can't help them at this sort of level. Here's their chance now.
I'm not working with anybody else.
Need another $50,000 rise to put themselves back in front. At $1,400,000, shaking your head the wrong way, Carol. Can't help them at that level. First call now, second time, third, last chance. Vendor bid at $1,400,000. Options closed, hand back to you, Charlotte. Still got work to do there. That concludes our 3 o'clock session, folks. We'll be back to you in about 9 minutes with another 3 great properties. Welcome to the auction room here for our 3:30 session this afternoon. Unfortunately, with the COVID restrictions and social distancing and everything, we're only allocating 3 properties per half hour, which means that I do have to go through my preamble just to make sure that everybody's on the same playing field. So my name's Grant Child, no guesses as to what I do. Robin, she'll look after all the technology as well. If we don't reach the reserve price, one of these handsome gentlemen, and of course Joel, will step in. They'll give you that opportunity to work with our vendors at that point in time. If we reach agreement, it'll come back to me. Property will be then put to the floor and sold to the highest bidder. But be very careful, folks, because if we don't sell today and I formally close the auction, anybody can come forward with an offer, and that does include conditional buyers. So let's quickly whistle through the documentation. That book has been out for over 10 years now, available to stand outside of the auction room, but you've probably got more of them than what we've got in storage. So, cutting to the chase, straight to the contract for sale, been circulated in draft form, finalised copies in the standard. If there's been any changes, I'll update you on that as we work our way through, but the salespeople would have brought you all up to date anyway. So, a clear, concise contract. By way of bidding today, I'm going to accept that you've assumed that you've read, understood, accept the contract that we work to. So going straight to the contract, the conduct of auction here, superimpose that in blue there. Basically all it says, folks, if you're the successful purchaser today, as soon as the hammer comes down, your obligations today are of course to sign the contract and of course pay your deposit equal in 10% of the purchase price. Any disputed bidding today, I have the option, the right as the auctioneer to arbitrate that dispute or reverse work to the last undisputed bid. Phone bids have been registered on some of the properties. I've cited all the documentation that's been approved by the buyers and the sellers for us to accept those bids by phone, and that will be obviously all transmitted through the respective salespeople as well. If there's any vendor bids today, folks, I'm the only one that's authorised to submit any vendor bids. I am authorised by the vendors to submit those bids. They will only ever be submitted if there's one person participating in the property. I'll disclose all vendor bids to you, and they will always be below the owner's instructions and certainly below their reserve price. As far as the reserve price is concerned, that comes as no surprise that the vendors have set one of those, and subject to that being reached or exceeded, then the highest bidder you'll be declared as the purchaser. So welcome to our viewers watching via the live stream, and I'd be happy to answer any questions at this juncture. We've just got 2 properties on offer for you here in our 3:30 session because the last one was actually withdrawn from auction the other day when some buyers put an offer to the vendor subject to a couple of conditions, and that contract is about to go unconditional tomorrow. So it was withdrawn from auction, but it will be sold tomorrow. So just the 2 properties for our 3:30 session. No questions? Right, let's get on with it then. 59 Victory Street, Owen Phelps, needing no introduction. Working out of our Gagpar office, been marketing this property here. Certainly a very spacious home, self-contained accommodation downstairs for you to utilise as well. Absolutely perfect for extended family or maybe those unruly teenagers as well. Looking at the legal aspects, it's a freehold estate, 696 square metres of land, more or less is what's on offer. All described in record title 18D folio 1500. Owen, the stove, it does stay, but it's as is. There's no vendor warranties as far as the stove is concerned. Any other changes to the channels list? 21st of January 2022, still our settlement date for that one, with flexibility around that. We need an alternative date, talk to Owen. Just a quick reminder of clause 23. Purchasers acknowledge and accept that there are alterations and additions to the property that may or may not have required a council consent. The work was, this work was the installation of the downstairs bathroom and hand basin and the extension to the deck of the upstairs lounge. The vendor has not obtained council consent for any of the works, and the purchasers acknowledge that you accept the property and as is, whereas conditioned, therefore vendor warranties under clause 9.35 are hereby deleted from the contract. So moving on, folks, elevated to enhance those fabulous views and the outlook to the north and the west as well. You've certainly got this absolutely delightful outdoor living area there that opens out from the north-facing indoors, which has been created among the well-established and well-maintained gardens. Look at a really, really special place indeed. Imagine just sitting around in the summertime with family and friends enjoying that. You've got the extra off-street parking that's complemented by the good-sized double internal entry garaging as well. So no need to get wet when you get home with the shopping in this property here. So without further ado, buyers, in your hands, where would you like to start your way for this one?
700.
$700,000. $700,000. Appreciate the start at the back there, but it's 700. I'll be taking $50,000 rises from here. Who takes me to 750 and even $250,000 straight away now? Let's go there now. At $700,000 quickly. Let's get on the bike and pedaling now. I get 750 if you will. First call, second time, third, last chance. Are we in or out? 750. Thank you, sir. Straight to 800. Do we go? At 800 it is now. Making it 850. Will you? At 850 now. At 850 takes me straight to 9 with another 50 rise. At 9 we go now. At $900,000, you want to talk to that there, sir? 950 would be a good strategic move for you. At $900,000, it's at the back there. What about a 20 on top then, sir? Shall we go 920? Here's your opportunity now. An even bid at $900,000 on the back wall now. 920, can we say there for you, sir?
910.
No, taking 20s at this juncture, sir, still too far away from the property's value at this point in time. 920, happy to work with you at that level. Otherwise, I'm happy to go there myself on behalf of the seller. 900 and $900,000, that's at the back of the room there now. 900, 920, sir. First call now, second time, third, last opportunity, in or outs. Happy to go 920 then at 920 on behalf of the vendor now. At this point in time at 940 now. At 940 it is. On the back wall there, take your 10 now, you can put it to work now, sir. At 940, 950 do I say for you there? Get a clear indication there, sir. Are we north to south, chin to chest? At the back of the room there, $940,000 against everybody else here. The opportunity is now. First call now at $940,000. I'll take that 10 now. Otherwise we pause and talk at the back of the room there now. Second time now at 940. Are we in or out? Third, 950 now. 950 immediate retort now at 960 now. At 960 it is. At $960,000, another 10 there, sir. Don't have to wait for the 1, 2, 3 all the time. It's going to come anyway. At $960,000. First call now. Are we in or out? Second time. Third, final opportunity. In or out at 960 triple O. Bids on the back wall there, Craig, at $960,000. Can you see if you can help those folks, please? Alright, move straight around. 453 Fraser Street. Daryl Antonopoulos is the marketing consultant for this property, based out of our Cameron Road office here, centrally located in Fraser Cove. This property nice and handy to Yatton Park. You've got permanent parking, of course. The Granton Village not too far away from home here at 453 Fraser Street. The legal aspects, it's a cross-lease freehold, all described in record of title SA 43D, folio 132. Just 15 working days, Daryl, from today's date. Settlement date, any other changes to the channels list? No other changes there. Just a quick reminder of the additional clause in the contract. Purchase been provided with the builder's report supplied by the vendor, and you've also been advised that the vendor has made some alterations to the property that have been reconfigured the original floor plan. The alterations may or may not have required a consent from the local authority. No consents have been issued. The purchaser is purchasing the property on an as-is whereas basis. Therefore, clause 9.35 is deleted. Quite a standard situation for properties like this. So no other additions, deletions, no changes there, Daryl. You've got the classic wooden floors in this property. The living and dining spaces provide fantastic area for the household to all come together at special times of the day. You've got the modern functional kitchen as well. It fits in nicely with the 1960s character and charm of the property. You've got the single garage in the workshop. A great place to start your property ownership is right here at 453 Fraser Street, folks. Who'd like to say go on this way? Start me away wherever you like. I prefer something like a 700 start there, Daryl. Somebody start me away at 7. Your opportunity is here. First call now. Second time. Last chance in or out. Obviously no cash here today for this one, Daryl. I'm going to close the auction, hand it back to you. A little bit more work to do on that one, but I'm sure you'll decorate that sold sticker in no time at all with a decorate the signboard with a sold sticker in no time at all. So we'll be back to you with an outcome on Victory Street as soon as we can, folks. Alright, back we go, folks. 59 Victory Street. We have an amended bid now to $990,000. Can you just confirm that bid advance, please, ma'am, at $990,000, folks. Also sitting on the back wall there is the owners of the property. You instruct me to put it on the market and sell to the highest bidder. On the market it goes then at $990,000 for the one of a better bid. Here's your opportunity here today, folks. If you're in for this one, then you need to get into it right here, right now. Hammers up, out it goes at $990,000. Having to take a 5, 2.5, or a single on top quickly now. It goes at 990 triple O. First, second, third. Last opportunity quickly. Going. We'll be back to you in about 14 minutes, folks, with another 3 great properties. We'll see you soon. Right, so it's 4 o'clock, folks, so just before Isaac goes, since the song puts everybody out, we'll get underway for our 4 o'clock session, folks. So we've had 16 auctions so far today and sold 9 of them under the hammer, so there's a pretty good indication of what's happening in the real estate market at the moment. So give it your best shot here today. So what's here today may not be here tomorrow if you don't buy it today. My name's Grant Todd. I'm going to give you that opportunity to buy it today, and Robin's going to look after all the technology. We've also got Trevor, Craig and Jill and Gordon on hand. If we don't reach the owner's reserve price, I'll pause the auction. One of the team will step in so we don't hold other people up. I'll press on. We'll give you that opportunity to keep discussing with our seller, at which time it will come back to me and we'll make any necessary amendments. The property will be sold to the highest bidder, but we were very clear, folks, if I close the auction, anybody can come forward with an offer, and that does include conditional buyers. Let's quickly run through the documentation. That booklet's been out in the marketplace for over 10 years, so I don't need to talk too much about that. Available on the stand outside of the room. Let's cut to the chase. Go straight to the contract of sale to be provided in draft form. Finalised copies also in that stand out by the registration desk out there. And again, let's cut to the chase there. Any bidding today is on the basis that you've read, understood, accept that contract that we work to. But I'm just going to cover off very quickly the conduct of today's auction. Obviously, the owners have set reserve prices. No surprise there, and if the hammer does fall in your favour, you'll be cleared as a purchaser at that juncture. Your only obligations today are, of course, to sign the contract and, of course, pay a deposit, and that equals 10% of the purchase price unless you've made alternative arrangements prior to bidding here at the auction. Any disputes that will be easily resolved, I'll simply re-offer the property at the last undisputed bid. Telephone bidding is authorised on some of the properties, folks. I've seen all the documentation approved by the buyer and by the seller. Phone bid is submitted on the same basis as you, and that is on that cash unconditional basis. So pretty straightforward process. And the other thing I just need to mention to you folks, if I've only got one person participating in the auction and I'm too far away from the owner's instructions or the reserve price, I'll work alongside you, get you to that negotiating platform, and I'll do that by what we call vendor bids. I'm not bidding against you folks, I'm bidding with you to get you to that negotiating platform. It will be below the owner's reserve price. In fact, if I'm holding a bid at any level, essentially the owners that through me are saying to you, thanks but no thanks. If you want to purchase our property, not interested in talking to you at that level, you'll need to be above that, and I'll guide you on where you need to be to give you that opportunity. So pretty straightforward process. Any questions at this point in time before we press on and offer you the first property for our 4 o'clock session? No questions? Excellent. Just welcoming the viewers watching via the live stream as well, and of course if we are phone bidders out there, we wish you the best in your endeavours as well. So without further ado, we'll go straight to our first property for our 4 o'clock session, 77A Dixon Road, Leon Santorum from our Patmar office. Had the pleasure of marketing this property, offering you a property that masters the balance of on-trend cool with today's modern comforts as well. Certainly tastefully refreshed interior brings a crisp coastal vibe to the property as well. It is a freehold estate, just 395 square metres of land, more or less, is all you have to look after. You wouldn't want any more in this location because you're probably going to spend most of your time at the beach close by as well. That's all described in regular title SA 61C folio 792. Now the gas fire is inactive as that is sold as is, so the gas fire does stay, but it's inactive. So we do have authorised phone bidding in this one, as I mentioned earlier. Friday the 28th of January 2022 is the settlement date, so you need to wait until after Christmas. So let's just treat this as a great Christmas present for you and your family. Channels list any other changes apart from that gas fire there, Leon. So the tiny kitchen and step down living that adds another element of interest to the property. You've got the sizable windows in each room that catch the sun and its warmth that further enhances the home's light and welcoming feel as well at 77A Dixon Road. The private back garden nestled beneath those beautifully established trees. That's where you're going to spend your summer days as well. And then will be post-beach barbecues with loved ones. Will be on the cards to simply enjoy this peaceful pocket. We'll just sit back, relax, and unwind and enjoy in peace and quiet. Nice and close to the sand and surf, as well as being handy for all amenities, restaurants and cafes. So without further ado, guys, in your hands, where would you like to start your way for number 77A Dixon Road? Going to be you, or is it going to be the phone bidder? Well, guys, let's get us all underway. I know there's a number of you have been waiting for the day to come around. Now's the opportunity for you to do some talking. I've been here since 1 o'clock. Could be a long way. Well, let's get going, folks. We've got a charity auction to do tonight as well. Sorry? $880,000. Welcome aboard there, sir, at $880,000, and we'll take $20,000 rises from here. Somebody around me to 9. Even let's go there quickly now. First call, second time. Third, 9. We go with the phone bidder now. Straight back to you for 920, sir. At 900 and 920, we say. At 920, 40 straight away with the phone bidder now. At 940, making it 60, shall we there, sir? At $940,000, the phone bidder's in the lead at this point in time. Take your $10. no problems at all. Here to help you, not hinder, at 950. At 950, another 10 from the phone, but there's the there, Courtney. Another 10 it is. 960 we go. Start at the 10, sir. Fine for it says start it. You've got to keep it going. At $960,000, we only need a 70 if you will. Here's your opportunity here at $960,000 on the phone over here at 960-000. First call now, second time, third, last opportunity for anybody else to join us at this point in time. If we go once more, once on behalf of the seller, then folks, it's a little bit far away, 970 with me. Having to take 980, put themselves back in front, give them the opportunity, talk with our vendors at this point in time. At 970 and 80 we go. At 980 on the phone over here, at $980,000 against everybody else here in the room. At $980,000 has it done its time. We pause and talk over here at $980,000 for the want of a better bid. First call now, second time, third, final opportunity, interrupts. Bids on the phone, Trevor at $980,000. Can you see the system, please? Alright, in the meantime, we press on. Number 3, Pukehina Parade is the next one, folks. What an outstanding opportunity here provided by Tauranga Horan from our Mount Maunganui office. Absolute beachfront with the extra wide 30+ metre beachfront. Have a look there on the screen there, folks. This is absolutely dream come true, particularly in this particular location, folks. Having resided at Pukehina Beach for 8.5 years, I can tell you, you are in for one hell of a lifestyle overhaul. It is a fantastic place to live. In particular, I would also suggest that this is probably the, if not the best, it's definitely one of the best properties on the beach as well. So legally described as a freehold estate, 814 square metres of land more or less is what's on offer. SA3B folio 71 is the record of title that describes the legal aspects of the property. Just a reminder of a couple of clauses in the contract, folks. One of them authorising an early release of the deposit inserted in the request of the vendor's solicitor. Clause 23, the vendor warrants that the chattels included in the sale shall be in the same condition as at the date of the agreement, fair, clear and tear accepted. So that replaces clause 9.1 of the contract under the vendor warranties. 20th of December 2021 is the settlement date. No changes there. Any other changes to the chattels list at all? All that's circulated out there. So have a look at this, folks. I said you're in for an absolute lifestyle overhaul here. You've got the Bay-wide ocean vistas, the great indoor-outdoor flow for the property, and absolutely outstanding entertaining facilities as well. That's the opportunity that you're going to have, and you'll be sitting out on that deck there, folks, enjoying your Christmas dinner, looking out over the wonderful Pacific Ocean, and you even get to watch White Island having a little puff away when it's playing up as well. Back inside the property, you've got the chef's kitchen with room for the whole family. You've got the separate guest or family accommodation. You've even got the 3-car garaging and room for the boat as well. So the perfect beachfront lifestyle. This one is definitely not to be missed, folks. They come up very, very rarely. In fact, as I said to you, and I'll say it again, if not the best, definitely rates up there in one of the best properties on the Pukehina Parade. So in your hands, buyers, who wants to buy number 3? I would suggest the $3 million start would be a fair and reasonable start with a property of this calibre in this location. Somebody start me away at 3. Could be a long wait. Maybe start you at 3 if you don't start it. $3 million gets me underway. Here's your opportunity. First call now for start at 3. Second. 3, thank you, sir. Welcome aboard up back there at $3 million even, and we'll travel at $50,000 for the property of this calibre in this location. That's $3 million fair and square on the back wall now. Appreciate you starting there, sir. At $3 million, chasing down $50,000 rise for a property of this calibre. First call now, second time, third. Last opportunity, are we or out? Having a good work with you, sir. On behalf of the vehicle there at $3,050,000, making it 3.1, shall we? Here's your opportunity now. We've set a nod there, sir, at the back there, $3,050,000. On behalf of the seller here, be very clear, vendor bid, away from my instructions at this point in time. Making it 3.1, do we there, sir? First call now. Are we or out? Second time. Third. Last chance. $3 3.1 is it there, sir?
375.
Pardon?
375.
Prefer 3.1, sir. Take a 3.1 and give you the opportunity to discuss with the owner at that level if there's no further bidding. How about we do that?
3.1, yeah.
Okay, thank you. Appreciate you working with me there, sir. At 3.1 it is. At $3,100,000. Here's your opportunity here, buyers. We've just got the 1 minute. We're going to pause. We'll keep working with our buyer at the back of the room there now at 3.1. First call now at 3.1. Are we in or out? Second time, happy to take a 25 rise if you want to put yourself in front. Third, last opportunity at $3.1 million even. In or out? Joel bids with the gentleman on the back wall at $3.1 million. Can you see if you can assist him, please? Alright, third property for our 4 o'clock session, folks. Number 20 Knox Place, Terry Gregory from our Gate Park office. Been presenting this property tucked away at the end of the cul-de-sac in the nice quiet part of Green. This is 1970s. I think fair to say we can describe this property as an absolute gem. It is a great opportunity here for you today, folks. It is a freehold estate, 1,059 square metres of freehold land is what you buy here today. SA 20C folio 80 is the record of title that describes it. The spa pool, it does stay, folks, but it is as is, so not covered under the vendor warranties. An extra clause in the contract that we just make sure that you are aware. Clause 23 relates to no representations. And clause 24, purchasers acknowledging that the spa pool on site is not currently working and is non-compliant. So I'm not going to go right through that entire no representations clause. It's been in there right from the start, folks. You've all seen it. You've all had the opportunity to do your due diligence on it. 13th of December 2021, settlement date. Any other changes to the channel system, anything like that? No changes there. So you've got the large rooms where the order of the day in the 1970s, folks. So this house certainly doesn't disappoint you. Indeed, you've got room to add value in the property as well. The kitchen with the views, they certainly form the hub of the home that you will get to enjoy for many, many times ahead. First time on the market ever, and certainly hiding those extensive views out over to the Green Park there where you can watch the touch rugby and people walking their dogs. So lots on offer here, folks. This property here has been in ownership from the same owners right from the time it was new. So that tells you the type of lifestyle overhaul you're in for. Who says go on this one? Where would you like to start me away? 900. 900, we're underway, sir. Appreciate the strong start here. At 900, we'll take $10,000 rises from here. At 900, who pops 10 on top. Here's your opportunity now. First of all, now $900,000 and 10 we go here. On the left hand side at 910.
930.
930, even better, sir. $930,000. Still taking 10 if you wish so. At $930,000, making it 40, shall we, sir? Here's your opportunity here where you can fight fire with another 20 if you wish. Round in 950.
40.
40, happy to take me 40 then, sir. $940,000. Should we take the 20s and go 60, sir?
Yep.
960 it is. At $960,000, where do we go from here, sir? Here's your opportunity now. At $960,000. What about you folks on the right hand side? How about you up the back there? At $960,000. Happy to take another 10 rises if it's there. First call now at 960 000. Second time. Third. Last opportunity for you to join us back in again, are you, sir, with another 10? Sure? Absolutely 100% sure. Otherwise we pause and talk down here. $960,000, Craig. Bids down here with our starter at 960. Can you see if you can assist them, please? Right, back we go, folks. Number 20, Knox Place. Terry Gregory has been marketing this property. We've got an amended bid now from 960 to $982,500. Can you just confirm that for me? At $982,500, folks, you're instructing me to sell to the highest bidder. On the market it goes now at $982,500. Your opportunity is here, folks. Here to sell to the highest bidder. Your chance is right here, right now. Don't let Knox Place slip through the cracks here today, folks. At $982,500, I sell away now for the want of a better bid. Maybe a lazy $1,000 on top. Your opportunity is here. Even take a $500 if you want it. First call now, 982.5. Are we in around? Second time.
985.
985. Good work, 985. Your opportunity is to come back in. Pardon?
986.
986, 986, 990, should we say? At $986,000, it's here for outright sale. Don't lose it now. At 900, just watch what the young fella's doing over here. When you recommend he's under 18, I can't take his bid. At $986,000, are we back in again?
987.
87.
990.
990, $990,000. It's only money, sir. You're here to spend it. At $990,000, you're going to get disappointment at home in the lounge, I can guarantee if you don't do it. At $990,000, I sell away your opportunity. 991, 95. Well, should we go straight to $1 million and see what happens?
995.
95. 995 it is. $995,000. Has it done its time? Here's your opportunity now. I'm sure the young fellow will break open his piggy bank for you just to help you there. At $995,000, I sell away down here. Are you going to out, sir? Another lazy single? Absolutely 100% sure. First call now at $995,000. Second time, quickly before it goes. Third, last opportunity. Are you taking instructions from, sir? Because I'm about to sell it. The hammer's up. Quickly, it is going. It is going. It is going. $995,000. Appreciate the spirit of bidding. Welcome to 20 Knox Place, folks. You're going to enjoy it as a wonderful home indeed. Alright, mate, we go 577A Dixon Road. I have an amended bid now at $1,030,000. Quickly with your telephone bidder. You just confirm that for me, please. At $1,030,000. The owners of the property were on the market. We sell to the highest bidder. Out it goes then, folks. 77A Dixon Road. Selling away now to our phone bidder at $1,030,000. If this is the one you're here for, you need to bid right here, right now. Otherwise, it's gone. First call now at $1,030,000. Out it goes. Second time, third, last opportunity, quickly, it goes, it goes. It's on the phone bidder at $1,030,000. Congratulations to our phone bidder, congratulations to our sellers. We'll be back to you with an answer on Pukehina Parade as soon as we can, folks. Right. Thanks, folks. Thanks for just joining us. Unfortunately, with just having the 3 properties per half hour, I do need to go through the preamble again. So my opportunity to welcome you here for our 4:30 session this afternoon. It's been a big day. We've been going since 1 o'clock, and so far we've sold 11 out of 16 properties. So a good opportunity here for you to buy one of the next 2 properties. We've still got one being negotiated from our 4 o'clock session, but we'll be back to you with a result on that as soon as we can. I've got Robin and Jen looking after the technology here in the auction room. I've also got Trevor, Craig, Jill and Gordon. They're here. If we get into that situation like the Pukehina Parade property in our 4 o'clock session, haven't quite reached the owner's reserve price, we'll give you the opportunity to keep those discussions going. But if I close the auction, be aware anybody can come forward with an offer, and that does include conditional buyers. I'm going to quickly run through the documentation. This booklet here has been out in the marketplace for over 10 years. They are still available in the stand as well. So let's cut to the chase and go straight to the contract of sale. Been circulated in draft form. Finalised copies also available in that same stand. But if there's been any changes to the draft form, I'll alert you to that prior to inviting the bids on either of these 2 properties in our 4:30 session. By way of any bidding, I'm going to assume that you've read, understood, accept that contract, but what's on the screen there in blue is the conduct of auction. Basically, all that says is that if the hammer falls in your favour, your obligations today are, of course, to sign the contract and pay your deposit, just 10% of the purchase price unless you've made other arrangements. It also says if there's any disputed bidding, as the auctioneer, I'm authorised to arbitrate that dispute. It also says that we're authorised to collect, to take telephone bids. In fact, have we got telephone bids on the... No, we haven't. We've got no telephone bidding, so don't worry about that. Nothing on these next 2 properties. But if we're too far away from the owner's reserve price and I've only got one person participating in the auction, I'm authorised under clause 2.5 to work alongside you with what we call vendor bids. So I will disclose any vendor bids to you. Like I said, I'll only use them if there's only one person participating in the auction. So it's a technique that to work alongside you to get you to that negotiating platform. Vendor bids never used at or above the reserve price, always well below and always disclosed to you. So transparency is there, folks. Happy to answer any questions at this juncture before we move on to 16 Forester Drive and our 4:30 session. No questions? Excellent. Right, let's get straight into it since we've got no phone bidders. We've got Janelle and Lucy have been jointly marketing this property over here, and it's certainly a wonderful opportunity for you. The roof and the exterior has been freshly painted. It's elevated for the water views on that generous 685 square metre section as well. That's a freehold estate, all described in Record of Title SA 18B folio 1197. Girls, any changes to the channels list at all? And just confirm for me 10 working days from today's date is the settlement date. Bit of flexibility around that as well. So a great opportunity here for you folks. Back to the property itself. Let's have a look at what you're actually buying here. The opportunity to embrace the outdoor living with many sliding doors and direct surrounding your living and dining areas as well. Something very special to be had indeed. You've got more deck space concealed between the spacious kitchen and the main bedroom as well. As you see there on the screen, you've got the pitch ceilings that add to the atmosphere of the property, and it's a solid linear stone home in an attractive and very popular waterfront street here in Welcome Bay. We've had a conversation with my negotiation team earlier today, and certainly Forester Drive would be reputed to be one of the top streets in this location. So your opportunity to buy number 16 is here for you. Where would you like to stake up? Did you say $1 million then? Yeah, $1 million. I'm happy to take the $1 million, sir. It sounds a little bit better than 970. At $1 million a vote, it is up the back there now. At $1 million, happy to take a 20 rise on top. No, we say $1,020,000 for you. At $1,020,000, it is on the right hand side, and 40 we go now. At $1,040,000 at the back here, sir, against you on the back wall now. At $1,040,000, do we say 60 for you? Let's go there quickly now. 60 straight back at 80, and your turn at 1-1. At $1,080,000 on the back wall now, 1-1 we go. At $1,100,000, mate, another 20 on top there. At 1,120 it is now, 1,120. Opens the door for 1,140 for you there, sir. You might want to lock down. She's just written something on the paper. It's probably some instructions for you. At $1,120,000, here's your opportunity. 30, take a 30, sir. At $1,130,000, fight fire with fire. Should we go straight to 1,150? You're welcome to stay in the 20s if you wish. It's a good strategic move. 140. 140 it is. Opens the door for 50 for you there, sir. Excuse me. At $1,140,000 at the back of the room there. Do we say 50 for you there, sir? 1,150 we go. At $1,150,000 over here on the right hand side. Against you at the back there, ma'am. At 1,150, triple O. And for another 10 O, just do it quickly. 60, she says yes. At $1,160,000, a good strategic move, sir, would be to keep bidding because my instructions are clear, and that is to sell for the highest bidder here today. At the moment, sliding in the back wall there now, at $1,160,000. You want to just write down some more instructions for him there, man? At $1,160,000, sir, assuming that she is your wife. Have you ever heard the term happy wife, happy life? Here's your opportunity right here. At 65, take your 5, treat you the same there, make that 70, shall we? At $1,170,000 we go. 1,170, make it 1,175, shall we there, sir? Another 5. And here's your opportunity now. At $1,170,000, you might want to look over your left-hand shoulder. She just looked at you. You can only read those eyes, sir. I can't from here. At $1,170,000, here to sell for the highest bidder here. Are you in or out? Take a 2.5 bid will help you there, sir. At $1,170,000, You look wonderful people, but I don't see you all living there together. I can only sell the one of you at the moment at the back at $1,170,000. If I got you absolute best, sir, dig deep if you got a lazy single there to put on top, otherwise it's gone. First score now, $1,170,000. Second time shaking your head the wrong way, sir. East to west doesn't work in the auction room, it has to be north to south. Third and last opportunity, quickly, it goes, it goes. Congratulations. Appreciate the spirit of bidding. Congratulations to ourselves. Like we asked for the day, folks, but don't run away. We'll have a result on Pukehina Parade as soon as we can. Sarah Brown has had the pleasure of marketing this property at number 3, Scotney News. You've got a gracious home offering a range of configurations, an absolutely ideal home for working from home. Plus, you've got that purpose-built 2-bedroom self-contained accommodation as well for any overflow and perhaps to do whatever you like with. We look at the legal aspects. It's a freehold estate, 870 square metres of land, more or less, all described in record of title SA 53C folio 208. 20 working days from today's date. Sarah is the settlement date, but flexibility around that as well. Any other changes to the channels list? A very comprehensive list indeed there. The design has made the most of light, space and functionality in this property here, folks, as you'll see there. This wonderful kitchen, certainly a very practical home indeed. The interior is reminiscent of cruise ship luxury as well, so those of you that have been on a cruise, you'll sit back and you'll think there, but you won't have the rocking and rolling of the sea along the way as well. So the modern features of the formal living room, the sweeping staircase and an elevator, that sort of reminds you of those cruise ship qualities, and certainly outstanding functions for you there in luxury. You've got the triple car garaging, it's got the large workshop as well. Why travel when you can luxuriate in your own paradise at number 3 Scotney News out there in Bethlehem. Talking about Bethlehem, an outstanding location, and Scotney News not too far away from the Bethlehem town centre. In your hands, wires, where would you like to start me away? It's entirely up to you. Just the 3 of you in the room here. Would you like to have a crack at this one, mate? A little bit out of reach, do you think? Yeah, see, they see value, they see the value of the property before we even start with an opening bid. First call now for a start, second time, third, last chance for cash. Close the auction, hand it back to you, Sarah, and we're straight into phase 3 of the marketing campaign. I don't think it'll take too long. It's a great opportunity and a great location. Fantastic home, won't take long at all. We'll be back here with the result on Pukehina Parade as soon as we can, folks. Alright, back we go to 3 Pukehina Parade. On now have amended bid, sir. You've amended your bid from 3.1 to $3,195,000. Can you just confirm that for me, please, sir? That's $3,190,000 per annum. The instructions from the owners to stay outside the auction room. We sell to this gentleman over here. That's $3,190,000. What did I say? I'll take the 5. You've already confirmed it for me, sir, it's 3195, so it's been a long day. It's property number 21 for me today. It's $3,195,000. First, second, third, last opportunity for the record. The first thing I would suggest you go and buy yourself, sir, is one of those automatic long lines. They are absolutely outstanding, and there's brilliant fishing out there, I can assure you of that. That concludes our day today, folks. On behalf of the team at EVES, good afternoon and enjoy your evening. Thank you.